This is Gravely, a very small, tiny village in Huntingdonshire. And behind me, in this field, 80 years ago, was an RAF station where the bomber squadron 35 were stationed. And our Uncle Robert, 23 years old, was based here. On the 10th of April 1945, at 7:30 in the evening, Robert took off with 5 other crew members to fly a mission over Hamburg. Normally Robert would have been the turret gunner, but on this particular occasion he agreed to swap with the tail gunner, so Robert went in the tail. They took off and flew to Hamburg, where they dropped some bombs. They were a Pathfinder squadron. It was their job to spot targets for the main squadron. They turned around to return home, and just outside Hamburg the aircraft was hit with anti-aircraft fire, and it crashed in a small village called Rottenburg. Of the 6 crew members, 4 of them were killed instantly, 2 survived the crash. One of those 2 died the following day, but the other one actually lived through the war, and he was taken prisoner. He was a prisoner of war. Now what we see is not an RAF station, but in fact just some farmland, and on this side a wind farm. It was here that there was 3 runways laid out in a triangle formation, so they could take off or land in virtually any direction at all. Now, 80 years later, nothing much remains except the grassland. In an aerial photograph you can see where the runways were, but of the buildings that housed the planes, that housed the men, nothing remains. And that is the story of Uncle Robert.